Welcome to another edition of Living and Loving. Living and Loving is a program that is being done on a weekly basis, and it's a program where we live to love and we love to
To
live.
live, exactly.
BC,
Yeah.
welcome.
Thank you
How do
very
you
much.
do?
I am great and I feel very, very great.
And I'm sure the vibrations we are getting from this new year is really, really tantalizing.
Oh, yes, you can say that again.
Yes, this is Living and Loving, and today we shall
Yes.
be discussing something very, very interesting,
Mm.
and it's something we want you um, to add flavor into. How do you get to do that? You get to like this program, you share it, you
Exactly.
pass a comment. Let's read your comment. Then your comment will be helping us to develop more on what to give to you.
Mm.
And today we shall be talking on abuse in relationship or marriage.
Yeah.
You know, abuse whether in courtship, which is relationship, in dating, in
Mm.
marriage. So, what do you see to that? Abuse in relationship or marriage. How do you understand it? Or
Well, thank you. I would say abuse in relationship or in marriage is something that is so common,
okay.
especially nowadays. Today is something that is so common, and we see people uh, having all kinds of traumas from it. Yes, it has affected a lot of marriages that led to divorce, it has led to separation, it has even led to the death of one of the spouses. So it's a very terrible thing. It's something that is here with us and among us.
And it
Yes.
appears that not everybody or not everyone understands the word abuse, because most of them see it as majorly domestic violence that can bring about this explanation you've just given, maybe death of his spouse or so. So I want you to explain what really is abuse in relationship. What exactly is that word? I want you to spread to expatiate more on the word abuse
Okay.
in relationship or marriage.
Well, simply put, abuse. Let's talk about the word use. When we say use, something that can be used, something we need to make do with to achieve something, that is use. So when you talk about anything that should be used, if it is not used, then it can be misused, it
Okay.
can be unused, and it can be abused. So
Hmm.
when you talk about abuse, the
Abnormal.
word ab meaning,
AB.
yes, ab
Abnormal.
meaning, yes, abnormal, abuse. Abnormal is something that is not normal for you, okay, that is behaving in a way that is not normal. So when we say abuse, something that is being used in a way that is not right, in a way that will bring about a negative or disastrous result.
Okay.
So when we talk about abuse in relationship, in other words, the things we are supposed to use in relationship to achieve something good, we are is not being used. Rather, it's being used in a negative way that will bring about a negative reaction and result. That's abuse.
BC,
Mm.
thank you very much.
Yes.
Now let's look at it again.
Okay.
With this explanation, I'm getting more interested. So that means there will be various or different kind of abuse.
Yes,
So how
yes,
many
you are
kind of
right.
abuse can we get in a
Oh
relationship or in
well,
a marriage?
I will say the list is inexhaustive, but just for the sake of time and everything, let me just mention a few. When you talk about abuse in relationship, we have verbal abuse.
Okay.
Okay, we have emotional abuse, we have physical abuse. As a matter of fact, we have sexual abuse.
Hmm.
All these are because those are things we use in our relationship to foster it, to maintain it, to sustain it, and to make it give us positive results.
Or to
Okay,
destroy it.
yes, but if we now abuse it,
The act.
the abuse it will now give us negative
Negative
results.
results.
Yes,
Okay, I think you've mentioned four things: the verbal abuse, the emotional abuse,
emotional
the sexual abuse,
abuse and physical.
and the physical abuse.
Yes,
So let's
yes.
take it one after the other.
Okay.
Verbal abuse. Who does it more?
Oh,
And
verbal abuse.
what are the effects?
All right. Talking about who does it more, maybe I will leave that to you
Hmm.
after I have explained. Verbal abuse is simply using words to to bring down
Throwing
or
tantrums.
yes, or to throw tantrums, to bring down the other person, to torture the other person, and to just generally say negative things or torturing things about the other person. That is a verbal abuse. That is things we utter verbally, and most of the time it is done by people, spouses or partners in relationship that have very sharp tongues, very cutting tongues.
So
That
that means it could
sometimes
be the guy or
it
the
could be
woman.
the guy, it could be the woman. There are some women that, wow, they have such sharp tongues, cutting tongues, that when they talk, when they bring you down, when they wash you,
Their tongue
you
is as
you
light as the blade.
oh my God, you will just feel like um,
Suicide.
committing suicide. Yeah, and there are some guys too that, oh, it's so terrible
They are
when
gifted.
they are gifted.
I have
They
seen
are
some.
gifted.
They are
So verbal
gifted. Yeah.
abuse is something that is some. You just use your mouth. Your weapon
It's the mouth.
is your mouth. Your gun is your mouth, and your bullet is your tongue.
So what are the effects that this can bring?
Oh, it can bring damaging effects. Number one, it can affect the other person psychologically. The person can be down. It can lead to low self-esteem. It can lead to worthlessness. The feeling of being worthless, and it can lead to anger. It can lead to malice. It can lead to emotional breakdown. It can lead to heartbreak. It can lead to suicide. It can lead to violence. You see that? So when you say some things to me, or when you say bad things to me, you really can't predict how I'm going to react. The reaction may be towards myself, and it can be towards you. Because when you tell me, look at you, you think you are a man, you are not a man at all. When you give me that kind of thing, it's either I turn it inward and begin to feel that, okay, well, I'm not
I'm
a
not
man.
man enough.
Yes,
So
I'm not man. So let me just be looking. Well, there is nothing, and I begin to downgrade myself until I feel that I am totally worthless. And at the same time, I can feel that, oh, I'm not a man.
it can ginger you to
Okay,
become a
let me
man.
show you that I'm a man. Let me show you something a man can do. Kruk, kruk. Ooh.
And that ends it all.
Yes, then I'll show you that it takes a man
To take action.
to take a life. Now, those are two different actions. Okay, so the result is damaging.
Okay,
Is,
you see,
yes.
in such a in such a situation,
Okay.
if it happens, if all this happen in a courtship, in a relationship,
All right.
would there be need to extend that relationship into a marriage?
Oh.
I'm asking because there are some categories of people who don't really see anything serious in abuse. They believe that even when there's abuse, they can resolve it and life continues. But if you discover this kind of thing in a relationship with somebody you know, or a sibling or a friend, will you advise that they extend to the next level,
I
which is
want
marriage?
I want advice. I
Okay?
want advice, or like you said, it's going to be an advice. And advice is subject to acceptance or refusal. But if you seek for my advice, I will say no. That area should be settled. If at all it can, and it will, please settle that area before you move to the next level.
Hmm. You see, that's really nice. Now let's go to the second category. You
Okay.
mentioned physical abuse. Physical abuse.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Is physical abuse, is it in any way different from the one you have just mentioned?
Yes,
Verbal.
it is different. Physical is when you now go physical, when
Okay.
it includes contact.
Okay.
When you're now in a situation where now I have to push you, or I have to lock you
Physical
up,
contact.
or yes, a
Okay.
physical contact where we have to maybe probably, it can even lead to slap or
Wrestle.
beating or wrestle or things like anything contact, which is not out of intimacy or out of but out of anger or whatever.
Okay.
That is
So
physical abuse.
which means a verbal abuse can result into a physical
Oh
abuse.
yeah,
Okay.
definitely. Physical abuse can come up or happen as a result of verbal abuse, because
Okay.
if you have a sharpened,
Hmm.
a cotton tongue, okay, if you have a very fast mouth, but I don't have a fast mouth, I have a very fast hand. Then when the fastest mouth meets the fastest hands, then we
there
are
must
going
be a
to use,
move.
we are going to use what we know how to use best. So
Okay.
when you begin to go blah, 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 you begin to use your mouth and I can't take it, then okay, then I use my hand. Are you talking to me? Okay, that is physical abuse. And sometimes it might just be that you don't even have to abuse me verbally. I'm just somebody that is used to physically abusing people.
Okay.
Oh yeah, we are in a relationship and I'm just that kind of a
Restless.
person. Yes,
Any
I'm
little thing
just,
can just ignite
yes,
anger.
I may be an aggressive person. I may
Okay.
be a temperamental person. I may be a jealous person. I may be a
Wow,
possessive
that's
person.
another one.
Yes, I may be all that, and as a result of that, okay. Where did you go last night? Why didn't you pick your call? And I said, look, I don't want trouble. I will explain later. I'm so tired. Come here. I'm talking to you, and already I'm
That
beginning to
means
put.
one of them is hostile.
Exactly. Now
Okay.
that is a physical abuse when you cannot do, when you have to make your point by touching or
Forcefully.
making contact negatively. All right. Yes. So.
That's interesting. In fact, I'm happy that you are enlightening me the more, and as I get this enlightenment, I'm sure the viewers are also getting the enlightenment. Please, you can also make comments. Let's read your comments. Perhaps you may have something you want to tell us concerning all this physical abuse, verbal abuse, and is there another one? You mentioned emotional abuse.
Yes, emotional abuse. Exactly. That is when you make use of your emotions to torture people, to intimidate your partner
How can
and
that
everything.
happen?
Oh yeah. Well, for instance, crying.
Oh.
Yes, we have people that try to intimidate their partner with tears. What all I'm just saying is that when you talk about the emotional, like the crying, I said some people can use anger. Some people can use anger. If you do not really like me getting angry, and I know that I can always pretend to be angry anytime I want to have my way with you, or anything I want something done. When I show anger, now the anger is an emotion. So when you see that and you don't really want all that, now I'll begin to force you to do what you don't want to do. I may begin to start abusing you, or based on your emotion.
Okay.
Yes, and I can. You can also do. You can use provocation.
Okay.
You can deliberately provoking me into anger and anything that has anything that goes with emotions. When we make use of it negatively,
Negatively.
yes, that is emotional abuse. Or maybe I deny you.
Of
I
something.
deny you
A
of
right.
that emotional care that
Okay.
I'm supposed to be with you emotionally, and I'm not just there. I'm cold. You see that? And even when you try to show me, I shun it.
Now, all these things, are they inevitable in a relationship or marriage?
Yes, they are inevitable. All these things have their signs, and they have their red flags. If you go into dating, you are going to see all these things.
Okay.
I want to believe right from day one, you are going to see it. An angry person is not hidden. Before you know it, you will know that this person is a temperamental person.
Yeah.
Somebody who is emotionally manipulative, you are going to know. Somebody who is physically abusive, in a short time, you are going to know. Those are things that you in a short while you are going to observe.
Understand it.
Exactly. So
You can't pretend too long not to
you
have
can't
them,
pretend
because
too
it will
long.
definitely come
Yes,
out.
it will definitely come out.
Okay.
Yes, so that is it. So they are inevitable. So when you see it, it is now on you. It's left for you. Do you want to go on, or do you want to walk away?
Okay.
Now that's on you. If you feel that, oh, you want to go on, you can handle it. You can tolerate it.
Okay.
Or some people feel they can change people. Oh, I will change him.
Not when it is abuse.
Yeah, well, trust me, there are people out there that
can
feel
manage
that
it. They
they
can
can they
manage
can
it.
they can change it. Oh, I will change him,
But
or
it's a matter of time.
I will change her with time. She will change. She will
Or it
blend.
will change.
Boop. You know.
You know, there's this celebrity that died sometimes ago. She has been
Okay.
hiding it that she's abused in her marriage.
Yes.
Even when children complain, she will hide it.
Yep.
When the siblings come around, she will hide it.
Yep.
The pastor noticed it. She said, "No, there's nothing like that."
Exactly.
Eventually, she died.
Eventually, it led to her death. You see, so it has been there, but she felt that she could manage it. She felt that she could, whatever she used to console herself, to make her keep going in that marriage, she used it, and at the end of the day, well, the rest is history, and the world has moved on.
You see, let's talk about one other kind of abuse, which is very rampant, and people don't see it as an abuse. They just believe, well, it just happened. Sexual abuse.
Yes, sexual abuse.
Yeah, especially in marriage.
In
Because in
marriage.
courtship, people don't really see it as an abuse. They just feel that he forcefully had his way. She forcefully had her way. They don't see it as an abuse. But now let's look at it as an abuse. Sexual abuse, especially in marriage.
Yeah, sexual abuse happens in marriage a lot.
Okay.
We have husbands raping their wives, and we've had people ask that question: can a man rape his wife? And yes, you can. You can. Rape is simply forcing someone.
Forcing yourself on someone.
Yeah, forcing yourself on someone.
Without the person's
and
consent.
yes, and forcing someone to do what he or she does not want to do.
Okay.
Okay, and no, regardless of who that person is, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter even if they are married. Remember, you did not force her to marry you.
Okay.
Okay, I didn't force you to marry me. I persuaded you to marry me. You saw a reason to marry me, okay, and you agreed. So the same way, why should I now start forcing you to have sex with me? The same way I persuaded you to marry me is the same way I should persuade you, wow, or romance you to accept me. Okay, so if there is a reason why you do not want to accept, I have to respect that. Just the same way I will respect you if you had said no to my marriage proposal. Okay, so forcing yourself on someone to force that person to do what he or she does not want to do is rape. It doesn't matter whether you are married or you are dating or no, rape is rape. Oh yeah, so it's a kind of sexual abuse, then denying yourself, deliberately denying yourself as a way of punishment. You asked me for something and I said no, I don't want to do it.
And the other way around,
yes,
I really want to.
Or no, or you asked me for something, I said I don't want to do it, and you feel that the best way to pay me back, you didn't like it because I refused you. Maybe you want to buy something and I said no, I can't afford that right now. Or no, I can even afford it, but I don't want to bring that into our home. All right? And you feel that the best way to pay me back is to deny me. Okay, so you keep denying me. You keep denying me. Even when you know that I need it, you keep denying me. That's an abuse. You are abusing.
Is it an abuse then, or is it when you not forcefully have your way? That is when it becomes an abuse.
Remember our definition of abuse. Abuse is when you use something in the wrong way. Okay. So when you deny me, you are using sex to punish me. So that means you are using sex in the wrong way. You are abusing sex. We are not supposed to use sex to punish each other. All right. So when you are now using that to punish me, then you are abusing sex. Okay. And at the same time, I'm not supposed to rape you. I'm not supposed to force myself on you, hold you down, and begin to I'm not. The hand. So if I do that, then I'm abusing sex. Do you understand? Exactly. So when you talk about sexual abuse, there are so many of them. What sex is used for?
Pleasure.
Is pleasure,
reproduction,
companionship, renewal and sustenance of romance in the confinement of marriage. So when you want to even go into sexual abuse, we use sex for a lot of things. So somebody that is collecting money for sex is abuse.
But there are some women that collect money for sex, even from their own husbands.
It's sexual abuse. It's still abuse. You are
I have a
using
friend,
it as a means of commerce.
but although I have a friend that does that, but at the end of the day, from those money she was collecting from the man, they actually bought the land from it.
It doesn't matter what you use it for.
Really?
Yes, how you obtain the money does not eradicate, or how you spend the money does not eradicate or justify how you obtain the money. It's like me going to commit robbery, and I use my money from robbery to build a church. So does that justify how I got the money? No, it doesn't really matter. Or I went to use human beings for ritual, and I got my money, and I went to my village and I built a stadium or a youth center for all the youths. Does that justify what I've done? No. So if you collect money from me as my wife before I can sleep with you, and you now use that money to go and build house, it doesn't change anything. Abuse is abuse.
Okay, thank you. Viewers, it's over to you now. Have you been there? Have you encountered any?
Oh, are you there already?
Have you been there? Are you there? Have you encountered it? Are you encountering it? So let's read your opinion, please. Write your comments. Let's read it. Let's learn from you too. What kind of abuse have you faced or are you facing at the moment? And there's another thing, BC. Abuse.
Yeah.
Whichever form it is, I know that the end of it is depression.
Yes.
You understand?
Yes.
So when you are depressed, maybe from any form of, maybe when you see somebody who is depressed from any form of abuse, what would be the next thing to tell this person to do? Or what would be your advice?
Oh, well,
what would be the next level for that person?
If you are a victim of any kind of abuse, my own advice is, one, please discuss it, communicate with your spouse.
Okay.
Communicate with your spouse.
Okay.
That abuse, honestly, to be very honest with you, it might even be a reaction. It might not be an action.
Okay.
You might be the one causing it. You might be the one making it to happen, making it to come from the other person. So it can be a reaction.
Can it happen unknowingly?
Yes,
okay.
It can be that you may do something I don't like, and I didn't tell you, and you didn't know that you did something I don't like, and I'm angry, and I'll now begin to react somehow. Okay. And you will be wondering, now what's wrong with this guy? Why are you behaving like this? But
and
you
if
did
there's
something.
No communication,
and if there is no communication,
extended.
exactly. So I would advise that the first thing you do in that relationship is call your person, sit down, communicate. What is going on? This is my observation. This is my observation. This is what I've observed. This is what I've observed. What can we do about it? Maybe the person might also come out to say, well, this is happening because of this and this that you are doing, or well, this is happening because of this, you know, because some of these abuses may come as a result of upbringing, background, parental influence, peer pressure, or anything. And so with communication will bring out what is really going on. Okay, then whatever you come out with from that communication, you now work on it. That okay, what shall we do? Because this is not helping us. Okay. If the love is there and we really want to,
that is if they are reasonable enough.
Yes, and I want to appeal that and I want to appeal that, I mean, if you are old enough to be in a relationship, then you should be old enough to be reasonable enough. Okay. All right. So now we now look at it. What can we do about it? Because this relationship is important to us. We want to continue. So what can we do about this? Now, that will now decide what you are going to do. But if you now realize that no matter what, this person is not ready to change, or there is no hope, or somehow one way or the other you discover that it's not
working out.
It's not really working out. Then the decision is yours to make. The decision is yours to make. But one thing I just know is that nobody deserves to be in a toxic relationship. Nobody deserves to be in an abusive relationship, in whichever way. A relationship is supposed to bring love, joy, fulfillment, satisfaction, everything. It's supposed to spur you and motivate you onto greater heights. That is what relationships will do. So if you are getting anything short of that, less than that, then the ball is in your court.
Now,
Yes.
one last question I want to ask you. If, as a result of any form of this abuse,
Okay.
one of them is battered
Okay.
and they go their separate ways,
Okay.
and now they realize that there's need for them to come back maybe after communication,
Yes.
are you sure that somebody who is battered will no longer experience and this kind of abuse again?
Oh yeah, it depends on the genuineness of the remorse, the repentance, and the determination
resolve,
to turn a
okay.
new leaf.
All right.
Do you understand? A battered person can be loved again. A battered person can be made to forget that bitter experience.
Okay.
It all depends on how that person is handled. So if I have battered you and we went our separate ways and somehow we still discover that the fire is still there, we
Okay.
can come back and I can sincerely, genuinely apologize, repent, and turn a new leaf, and I can make you forget your sorrow. And trust me, you will forget it. All right. But if everything is just superficial and we come back again and in a matter of months, then everything is repeating itself. The last state may be worse than the first state. Yes, but it is possible. You can come back. We can rebuild.
Okay.
We can start all over and do it well. Sometimes experience is the best teacher. Sometimes maybe we separate from each other so that we can come back and stay forever.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Yes.
So before we draw the curtain, I want to say that if you have been battered as a result of abuse, or if you are facing any form of abuse, or you have been abused in the past, having listened to this program today, I want you to like it, share it, subscribe, then tell us what is your view, what is your opinion. Let's read your comment. Perhaps your comment might be helping the other people to adjust themselves. So
Exactly.
until we come your way again, BC, I want to thank you for giving us this enlightenment today
Oh, it's my
on
pleasure.
abuse in marriage and relationship. And I am very hopeful that this edition will really work.
Yes.
It will do the magic that
Exactly.
we need,
Exactly.
especially to those that is facing abuse.
Exactly.
And for those that are enjoying their relationship, learn not to abuse anything
Yes.
in your relationship.
Yes. Use it, don't abuse it.
And here we're going to draw the curtain.
Yeah.
Thank you for coming.
Thank you so much.
Bye.
Bye.